Hussain this side. Our today's topic is division Bryophyta, the amphibians of the plant kingdom. In this lecture, we will be discussing about their general characters, that is what we call as a habitat or the location, the plant body, that the thallus, the undifferentiated into root, stem and the leaves. Either they are vascular or not. And the most important thing, or what we call as the alternation of generation, the gametophyte stage and the sporophyte stage. So let's get started. So in the last lecture we had discussed about the first division of the kingdom Plantae, that is called as a Thallophyta, and today we are dealing with the second division of the kingdom Plantae called as a Bryophyta. Here one sentence that we have learning from our childhood, that's called as the amphibians of the plant kingdom are called as bryophytes. So today we will be dealing with the word why we call them as the amphibians of the plant kingdom. That if you are dealing with the animal kingdom, that what is the meaning of the amphibians is something like that, the organism which can live on the land as well, or they can live on the water as well. But in case of these plants, they cannot go like in the water and like again they are shifting the location to the lands. Rather, they require water for their fertilization, which means water is the essential compound or water is the essential component for their fertilization purpose. That's why they are called as the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Here I have divided the most important characteristics here. What is their location? That is what we call as the habitat. So if I will be dealing that what is their habitat, they are basically present in the shady and the moist place. Again the same thing, that they require water for the fertilization, and for that case they have to be in the shady and the moist place. But majority of the members of the division Bryophyta, they are terrestrial plants. If I will be dealing with that, how many numbers of the members of the bryophytes are present on the planet Earth? So basically there are 960 genera, or what we call as a genus, 960 genus and 2400 species of division Bryophyta are present on the planet Earth. Okay, body. If I'll be dealing with the what type of the body they have, we have like in the last lecture we have discussed about the Thallophyta. They are not able to be differentiated into root, stem and the leaf. Here again, like they are saying that their body is thalloid, but here they have added a word called as leafy, which means they're not proper, they're not having like the proper root, not even the proper stem and not even the proper leaf, but they do have some structures which are similar, just like the rhizoid, the colloid and the phylloid. The structure which is similar to the root is called as a rhizoid, whereas the structure which is similar to the stem is called as colloid, and the structure which is similar to the leaves will be called as phylloid. Now I have written here that the vascular bundles are absent at all. In case of the bryophytes, they don't have any proper xylem, not even the proper phloem. So here what I have written, that the vascular bundles are absent. Reproduction. They show all the types of the reproduction, be it vegetative, be it sexual or be it asexual reproduction. Here I have written like the first type of the reproduction here. They do go for the asexual reproduction as well. That is what we call as the spore formation. They will be producing some spores and the spores will be germinating and it will be becoming a new whole plant body. In case of the vegetative reproduction, they do go for the tuber formation. That is what we call as the buds, small buds, or they'll be directly going for the fragmentation. Now what does this fragmentation means? Basically, like the small part of the plant body will be detached from the parent body, and that small plant body will be again differentiating and like it will be again going for the division and the redivision, and it will be forming the whole plant new individual. That is what we call as the fragmentation. If I have to deal with the sexual reproduction, yes, we do know that the most advanced type of the reproduction is called as the sexual reproduction. Here in case of the sexual reproduction, they do go for the gametes formation. The male and the female gametes will be formed, and the fusion of the male and the female gamete will be giving you the zygote. Now there are two different classes of the division Bryophyta. They are called as the Hepataceae and Anthocerote, or what we call as the Hepataceae. They do have like the structural similar, their structure is somewhat similar to the livers, so they do have the name as well called as the liverworts, whereas the Anthocerote is having some structure similar with the horns. They are called as the hornworts. In case of the Hepataceae, They are the lower members of bryophytes. They do have two different phases in their life, that is called as a gametophyte and the sporophyte. Do remember one thing about the alternation of generation in the bryophyta, that the most dominant phase of their life is in the gametophyte stage, and like the other stage is called as the sporophyte phase. In the gametophyte stage, they are thalloid. Again, the thallus is green, dorsiventrally flattened and prostrate. Now what does this prostrate means? Prostrate means like they will be running parallel to the earth. They will be running parallel to the earth. Deal with. Now, one most important characteristic of the liverworts is that their rhizoids are unicellular. Their rhizoids are unicellular. For example, if I will be dealing the liverworts example, they are Riccia and the Mercantia. They are Riccia and the Mercantia. And if I am dealing with the Anthocerote, or what we call as the hornworts, they also will be having like the thalloid body, but still their thallus will be somehow having horn-like structure. Their thallus will be somehow having like the horn-like structure, or called as anthoceros, or called as anthoceros. That is what the example is. Okay. There are two stages here in the Anthocerote, or we call them as the mosses as well. Hopefully you do know, but still they are also called as mosses. So there are two stages. The first stage is called as a protonema stage, whereas the second stage is called as the leafy stage. What does this protonema stage says? So this protonema stage has green branched structure along with the small buds. And the buds will be developing into the leaf. The buds will be developing into the leaf. So the second stage of the Anthocerote will be called as the leafy stage, and from what they are produced from the protonemal stage. Hopefully this brief introduction of the division Bryophyta is beneficial for you guys.